Okay, so I'm going to try to give a quick demo of something I've been working on. It's just a prototype. It doesn't function yet, but just trying to get a sense of. I want to give a sense of how it could work. The idea is like I've mostly been working. My prototypes have been about exploring the data, but I think there's also a space to like have new input mechanisms. So this is just an example of a Polis conversation that was run. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this tool, which I created a little while ago as a prototype. And what we're going to do is kind of opening it, just it's loading up some default stuff with, it's kind of previewing what it does, but some fake cursors. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, if we say room, and then we give it this Polis ID from over here, it's going to be smart, and it's going to go fetch all the statements from that Polis conversation. So that's still not, maybe you do get a sense of what this is now, since it I accidentally showed it in action. But I've got over here, there's also an admin panel for the same conversation. Just there's no security here. It's just loading in the statements and showing what's possible. So this is like all the statements from this conversation. There's a lot. This is not the best interface for managing. But how it's going to work is we can kind of see, we're going to queue up some statements. And what's happening is it's showing each of these statements for 10 seconds each. I'll just load a bunch just so normally you'd be doing this live. So that's going to queue up a few. And so what we're going to do is I've also got this loaded on my phone just to like show what this is like. So here's two windows here, and you can see in one window, you can see my movement in another. As I move, you kind of can see other people see my thing change as it. So this is the idea is I'm also like doing this on my phone with my thumb. So the idea is like the statements are kind of moving through. Some poor formatting, I guess. It's silent out here, so you might be seeing in those statements. So essentially this allows us to kind of together in synchrony, it's not an asynchronous activity, to like kind of move, we don't even have to be on our phones, although I can look at it to see like what the active statement is there. Just kind of moving our thumbs, and wherever our thumbs are closest to, when the thing gets to it at the end, it registers a vote for that. So let's see, I'll say pass here. So it's going through, maybe there's a live event happening and these are all kind of queued up. Maybe there are statements that are being discussed, or like something in sync to a video. But the idea is that you can kind of see the energy of like people moving around. You can't see what they're, you can't see the groups or anything, but you can kind of see the motion of people. So I think that's recording all the votes. And these aren't, just know that these haven't gone, this is not sent to Polis backend yet. But you can see that, at least as a proof of concept, these are all the votes that registered on the kind of, server side thing, even though it's not getting sent to a Polis instance. So the idea is, I guess, just offering an alternate interface where you're kind of like in sync, moving through statements one at a time, like in a synchronous event setting. It doesn't have to be as rapid as 10 seconds. It can be there's room to build more interfaces on this. But yeah, just almost a way to quickly, and there's not much security on this prototype, but it's just kind of one step away from actually like managing and sending the votes to a Polis instance, in which case we could actually log into this and see a bunch of new data that had like arrived here. So essentially, the little app that I've made is essentially managing all the kind of coordination of the sending the votes to that. So every individual person is seeing all the movement, and each device is seeing like where that a bunch of anonymous dots are voting or moving to agree, disagree, or pass. And then it's sending it to my little like prototype server, which is then sending it to the Polis server. And so they will all get registered. They can all get registered. I have not built that part yet. Anyhow, that's just wanted to show what might be possible. If anyone's curious, I'm interested to explore these things. Thanks. Bye.